Sports Academy owners, are you ready to level up your academy? Whether you're starting out or you're a seasoned academy, growth is the name of the game. After working with many successful tennis academies, some of them making over $1 million in revenue each year, I have uncovered some powerful strategies that the uber successful sports academy directors use daily to grow their business. I will share with you the top 20 proven strategies that will boost enrollment, improve training quality, and help your academy become the ultimate destination for athletes. To keep this video short, we've divided the tips into two parts, and here's part one. Let's dive in. Number one, develop a strong brand identity. A strong brand identity allows you to stand out from the competition. To achieve that, first, you need to create a unique selling proposition, or what we call an USP. What do you bring to the market that others do not? Is it your drills, your wit, your class structure, or the fun the kids experience when they are engaged in your programs? Differentiate your academy by offering specialized coaching regimen or specific things that you do, maybe a specific focus for a particular sport. Essentially, you want to pick a lane and be the best at it. Then you want to constantly communicate your academy's core values, goals, and what makes it stand out. You want to communicate that with your students, your parents, your coaches, and just everybody around you. It should be pretty clear who you are and what you represent. When you keep reinforcing that, it will make you stand out. When I was coaching tennis, I worked at several different academies. Some of them were very clear about being developmental until you become competitive. Then you will have to move to more of a high performance academies. Other were high performance and they would not take you in until you had reached a certain level, UTR or ranking. A few of them tried to do the whole gamut from dev to pro, but it was much harder to sustain that. The bottom line is you want to pick your lane and be great because if you try to be everybody to everyone, you will be nobody to no one. Number two, focus on program quality. Along with brand identity comes the quality of your program. The quality of your program is the number one factor that would make you stand out and have people run to you or maybe run away from you. Review. So, in that case, you want to review how you run your classes and ask yourself if this is the best that you can do. You want to keep learning, keep iterating, and sharpening your craft. You want to keep providing something fresh, entertaining, but most important, effective so that the kids can keep improving. You want to make sure that you offer organized, fun educational programs constantly. The key here is consistency, and you achieve that by hiring skilled, certified coaches with proven track records in the sport, and also by establishing your teaching standards and applying it to all your classes. We'll talk about this in further details in the upcoming tips. Tip number three, only hire the best staff you can find. You are only as good as your team, and you cannot grow without a great team. So make sure you only hire the best staff you can find as much as possible. I understand that with labor shortages, this may be hard to achieve and you may have to compromise. But if you are serious about your brand, your reputation, then only recruit the best talent around. During the interview, be sure to test their playing skills as well as having them teach a group and a private lesson for you so that you are sure that they understand the technical concepts and can easily communicate that to the students. As we know, not all great players are great coaches, so don't just limit yourself to how well they play or how well they perform at their sports. Check how well they coach, communicate, motivate, engage their students, and that will make a great difference in your program's quality. Even more important, make sure that they care about your success almost as much as you do. A hardworking staff who cares will go above and beyond to produce and maintain great work for you. Number four, systematically train your coaches. Hiring great talent is only a small part of the equation. After you have hired your coaches, you want to make sure that they are all teach in a similar format. They teach in a manner that represents your brand, that represents the quality of the programs that you want to present to your students, to your parents. Of course, they all have their special individual twist, but you want to have your classes organized in a certain way, have a particular flow, and have it so that when bystanders look across many courts, they can see a clear process that you have in place. Having such process in place and training your coaches to apply that consistently will help improve the quality of your programs, which will help word of mouth and your subsequent growth. It also makes it easy for your clients or your students to like all your coaches because you're essentially teaching in the same format. So this is really important. Number 5, pay your coaches better than the competition. Now that you have identified and hired great talent and you have a great process to train them systematically, you want to make sure you pay them well so you can retain them. We've all heard the say, if you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So, besides your amazing facilities, your staff is your most precious resource and you cannot grow without them. So, make sure you show them how much you value them by paying them better than the competition as much as possible. Especially if you invest time in training them and they're producing for your business, then you definitely want to keep them financially happy so they do not get poached by the competition. If you need to raise your fees to pay your coaches more, it is worth it because you are only as strong as your team and you cannot scale without them. Number 6, strategically delegate to your staff. When you're growing your academy, you need supervisors, managers to help implement processes while you focus on the biggest part of your business. If you still want to micromanage everything, you cannot grow. Among your amazing talent, find a leader and give them the tools and confidence to do more. For instance, at the academy that makes over $1 million a year, the director always has a co-director or a general manager helping. That person usually does payroll, conducts team meetings, trains the new staff, and implements continuous improvements, hire counselors and camp workers, and he's the first line of defense when there are issues. The director also has an executive assistant to help with billing, customer service, parent communication, and other time consuming tasks. This frees up the director to look for new locations, hire more staff, design programs, talk to strategic parents. So, definitely being able to strategically delegate work to your trusted staff, it's a game changer for you. Number 7, find new locations. Now that the director has properly delegated to her staff, she can spend more time looking and negotiating new locations. She can also look to partner with other organizations in order to expand. For instance, if my academy is really good at training kids aged 4 to 12 until they reach a good competitive level, but we're not so great at taking them to the college tennis path, then it might be worth partnering with another academy that focuses on competitive kids. We can work together to channel kids to the correct place and create more synergies in the market. This type of partnership cannot happen if the director is too busy working in the business rather than on the business. So make sure that you delegate as much as possible so you can truly work on growing your business through new locations, partnerships, and just new ventures for you. Number 8, offer new programs and services. A growing academy never remains stale with their services. You want to keep people engaged and excited by offering new services and services that are appropriate for the holidays or different seasons during the year. For 10 years, I was a coach at the Newport Beach Tennis Academy, who is now one of my Timmy clients, and they did a fantastic job with this. The owner, Craig, always listened to his clients and designed programs to match the needs of people or to fill in the gaps that came up. He was also really good at offering holiday camps, special events, tournaments, rally ball, and a bunch of other services to keep it fun for his clients. Having those diverse programs also gave him a reason to communicate more frequently with his clients, and that really deepened their relationship. Number 9, Ensure that your pricing is at par with the competition. Unless you're the only show in town, you need to know what your competition is charging and try to stay around that. This also means you need to understand how price sensitive your audience is. In a very affluent area such as Boston or Newport Beach, if your reputation and program quality is significantly higher than your competition, then by all means, charge more. But if your clients fuss that the programs are expensive and go to less qualified competitors, then maybe revisit your pricing while making sure, of course, that you remain profitable. So, in short, you want to understand how flexible parents in your market are and how saturated is the competition. This will determine how aggressive you can be with your pricing. But regardless of the market conditions, be sure to gradually increase your pricing frequently so you can keep your coaches happy and have a bigger budget for promotions. Number 10, review your numbers frequently. In business management, they say what you cannot measure, you cannot improve. When it comes to your academy, are you reviewing your numbers frequently? Do you know which class or which program is the most profitable or the least profitable by actually looking at the registration numbers, not just estimating? Do you know how many students you have enrolled in the class? How much money you're receiving? Are you giving away in refunds or credits? Do you have those numbers readily available? Knowing your winners and your stragglers will allow you to adjust your strategy. Maybe you need to close the lower classes and add more to the popular classes. Or maybe you need to promote the struggling classes a little bit harder. Those are strategic decisions that you can quickly make if you make it a point to look at your overall numbers at least twice a month. So here we go. Those were our 10 tips to help you grow your academy. Go ahead and try some of those and let us know in the comments how it worked for you. And if you need more details on how to implement any of those tips, simply email us at support@gotome.com and we'll be happy to help you. Also, find the link to part 2 in the description below. Keep on shining, keep on growing, and thanks for watching. Bye. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check out our other videos on how to reduce your academy's admin work so you can really focus on growing your business. And remember, if you are buried in administrative work and want to quickly delegate that to a professional team of executive assistants, click on the link in the description below and we'll be happy to help. Thank you. Bye.